These colossal temples you're looking at, they aren't standing where the ancient Egyptians built them. Abu Simbel was once lower in the valley until rising waters threatened to swallow it whole. So the world did something unbelievable. They cut the entire mountain into pieces and moved it. Every statue, every chamber, every ton of stone. Welcome to Abu Simbel. I'm Heidi, and this is part 9 of our 15-day Egypt adventure, where we travel to Aswan and explore the miracle of Abu Simbel, saved by one of the greatest modern engineering operations in human history. Let's dive in. We set out for Aswan long before dawn, hoping to get ahead of the line of vehicles waiting for the city gates to open. Just as we passed through the gate, the moon slipped away and the first light of sunrise began to spill across the horizon. Abu Simbel was built deep in the southern desert of Egypt, right on the edge of the border. 2 monuments were carved into the cliffs above the Nile that should not exist where they are today. Abu Simbel, the masterpiece of Ramesses the Great, once sat lower in the valley, directly in the path of rising waters. When the Aswan High Dam threatened to drown it forever, the world faced an impossible choice: let history disappear, or move a mountain. In 1960, a complex rescue operation began through UNESCO. They cut the entire temple, every statue, every wall, every chamber, into more than 1,000 massive blocks, then reassembled to higher ground, rebuilding it exactly as it once stood, aligned with the sun just as the ancient architects intended.
He reached to this place, he was too close to me, he started to cry. Then we asked him, why are you crying? He said, do you know, when we moved those 2 temples, we didn't think that this project will be succeed. We thought that it will be just for 2, 3 years, 5 years maximum. Can you imagine that? But after all these years, and it's very strong. So he was so proud of himself. But I forget to, no, he's American. Can you see?
So when did they do the transfer again?
1964 till 1968.
4 years.
Hey, Mark, he's getting a facelift.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is the original location. It was 200 meters away. 64 meters down. Wallah, guys, I will let me tell you something. I love every second with you, wallah. You know, crazy people with the crazy guide, so you know, we make like a duetto. Oh my gosh, look at the arch. Can you imagine that this mountain and this one, both are artificial? Can you imagine that? Can you see?
As we walk closer, the scale of Abu Simbel starts to overwhelm you. Each of these colossal statues of Ramesses II rises more than 65 feet tall, carved directly into the cliff over 3,000 years ago. And twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the sun lines up perfectly with the temple's inner sanctuary, illuminating the gods seated inside. That alignment was no accident. It was ancient engineering at its peak. Look closely at the statue on the left. You'll notice the broken head resting at its feet. That wasn't damage from the relocation. An ancient earthquake brought it down. And when the temple was moved in the 1960s, engineers chose not to reattach it. They wanted to preserve the temple exactly as it had been found, honoring its long, complicated history. The closer you get, the more you stand in awe, as it felt impossible that this entire mountainside was cut into blocks and rebuilt here, piece by piece, to save it from the rising waters of the Nile. Notice the sun directly illuminating the monument, but not yet aligned to illuminate the inner sanctuary during our visit in November. As we step inside the Great Temple, the light drops and the air changes. These colossal statues of Ramesses II rise on both sides of the hall, frozen in the pose of Osiris, guardian of the afterlife, watching every visitor who walks between them. But don't just look forward, look up. The ceiling above us is a masterpiece of ancient storytelling. Painted with the soaring wings of the neckbet vulture, symbolizing divine protection over the pharaoh. Every inch of this sandstone cliff was chiseled by hand to glorify one man, and straight ahead, down this exact central aisle, is where the sun itself journeys twice a year to illuminate his throne. Let's head deeper inside. At the very back of the temple, 60 meters deep into the solid rock cliff, the grand halls narrow down to this single quiet room, the Holy of Holies, the inner sanctuary. Sitting in eternal silence are 4 statues, carved directly from the mountain. From right to left, we have Rahorakti, the sun god, the deified King Ramesses II himself, Amun-Ra, the king of gods, and on the far left, Ptah, the god of the underworld. Inside the great temple of Abu Simbel, every wall is a story carved in stone. These reliefs were designed to show Ramesses II not just as a king, but as a God-chosen ruler, protected by the deities and victorious in battle. You'll see scenes of Ramesses riding into war, offering gifts to the gods, and standing beside deities like Amun-Ra, Ra, Horakti, and Ptah. The carvings celebrate his power, his victories, and his divine connection, a political message, a religious message, and a legacy all in one. Even after the temple was cut apart and moved, every relief was reassembled exactly as the ancient Egyptians carved it, preserving these stories for thousands of years. As we step back out into the sunlight, my mind is still blown away by what we just walked through. Every statue, every relief, every shadow inside that temple survived 3,000 years, and then survived being taken apart and rebuilt stone by stone. Standing inside it, you feel both the ancient world and the modern rescue that saved it. But Abu Simbel isn't just one temple. Just a short walk from here is a second monument, smaller in size, but extraordinary in meaning. A temple carved for Queen Nefertari, where a pharaoh honored his wife in a way almost no other ruler ever did. Let's go see it. As we walk toward the second temple at Abu Simbel, the energy shifts. This monument isn't about power or conquest, it's about devotion. Ramesses II carved this entire facade for his beloved wife, Queen Nefertari, a gesture almost unheard of in ancient Egypt. Look at the statues on the front. Nefertari stands nearly equal in height to Ramesses, a rare honor that tells you exactly how much she meant to him. After the grandeur of the Great Temple, this one feels personal, like stepping into a love letter written in stone. As we step inside the Temple of Nefertari, everything feels different. The walls here aren't about war or conquest. They're filled with music, dance, and devotion. This entire space is dedicated to Hathor, the goddess of love and joy, and to the queen Ramesses II adored. The columns are shaped like Hathor herself, with her gentle face emerging from the stone, watching over every visitor. And on the walls, Nefertari appears beside the gods, honored in a way almost no other queen ever was. This is the heart of Nefertari's temple, a quiet sanctuary where offerings were once made to Hathor. The central figure has been softened by centuries, but the surrounding carvings still hold the grace and devotion that defined this sacred space. With both temples explored, our visit to Abu Simbel comes to an end. These monuments stand today because people across the world came together to save them, preserving not just stone, but history, culture, and identity. That's Abu Simbel, ancient genius, modern rescue, and a story I'll never forget. See you in the next part of our Egypt adventure.